Hello everyone, my name is Darius, and this is this episode's rundown. Malik discusses his experiences with a Jan 6er. We talk about Carrie Underwood, social media's ties to mental health, some First Lady's presidential initiatives, and a quick look at this year's Oscar nominees. But before we begin, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and review us on any podcast platform you might be listening on, because that would help us greatly. Now, without further ado, this is Jokes on Us. This is maybe the second hour that we've been filming. We've had a lot of technical difficulties, and we realized we just probably should just scrap it. So we're restarting again. Everyone, hey, how are you doing? How are you on this Wednesday night? I hope you're having a good time, and we're just going to jump right into it. We have a lot to talk about today, so let's just get into it.
Yeah, let's get into it. And I'm actually glad that we got to redo over, because I just remember something that I didn't say in the past takes.
Oh, okay.
Is I actually have somebody to call out.
Oh.
I do have somebody to call out, and Kathy Lee stepped to the front.
Oh, who is Kathy Lee?
If you guys don't know who Kathy Lee is, Kathy Lee is my mother's coworker. I actually don't know what her name is. My mom hid your identity, and you're lucky she did, because Kathy Lee told all my business. She's been watching the pod. She told all my business.
So she's a subscriber.
Mom. She's a subscriber. She's a long time watcher, first time write-in, and we actually have a problem because she told my mom I'm whoring
Instead
around.
Instead of sending us an email, she sent your mom an email.
Yes. Instead of sending us an email, she sent my mom an email, and she said I've been whoring around.
Okay.
And what does that even mean? I think that whoring around is very crazy, because she watched the first episode, where I didn't even talk about, where I actually only talked about things that I didn't do with people. And she called up my mom, and my mom called me and said, "What was that? Why are you whoring?" And I think whoring around, first of all.
Okay, so do you think that Kathy or Samantha or whatever her name is actually
Brenda
said whoring around, or do you think that
I said, did she for real say whoring around? She said,
no.
Yes. It's 2025. Don't slut shame me. Sit down. Be quiet. Not slut shame me.
That's
in
really funny.
Whoring around is crazy to say. And don't ever run and tell my mom again. And we actually have beef now, and I'm going to give you a chance.
You're on a list. You're actually the first one on the list.
You are on a list, and I'm going to
Mary.
give you a chance to redeem yourself. And this is what I'm going to need you to do, okay? When you watch this episode and you see that I'm calling you out, I want you to call my mom up, and I want you to say, "Oh my God, your son Malik is just so funny. He's so handsome. He's just very intelligent. The way that he talks is just very he knows his stuff." And I want you to tell her that, so I can hear my mom say that. And when she tells me that you told her that, we're good. Until then, we ate.
She's catching strays every episode at the beginning.
You are. I'm actually going to talk about you, Brenda. Every single episode, I am going to talk about you, Mary.
Elizabeth is going to have to send us an email also on jokespod@gmail.com. Send us an email with an apology.
A formal
All right, you're going to have to do that.
For telling on me to my mommy.
And everyone else, instead of doing what Elizabeth is doing by sending an apology, you guys are going to have to send us your "Did I do a lot?"
Yes.
We need more.
We
have to say it in the beginning of the episode so people know. Send us jokespod@gmail.com. We need your emails stat. Okay, because the email episode is coming up very soon. We only had a handful of people send us emails, so we need to make sure that we have a lot more stories to talk about. All right?
Yeah, send us whatever you need. Somebody sent an email. I'm going to bring this up because I didn't really read it that much, but they sent something saying, "I have stories to tell." Don't be quiet. Sit down. Don't tell me you have stories to tell.
Tell a story.
Stories. What are you doing? Tell me the stories.
But we're being nice, though. Thank you for telling us you have stories. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
But we want to hear the stories, too.
We want to hear the stories. So get back to us. Tell us the stories for real.
Tell us the story. Yep. So yeah, that's a little bit of the housekeeping. Send us an email. Make sure you guys are liking, commenting, subscribing, whatever platform you're on. Following.
Also, for real, pause this. If you're watching and you're not listening, if you're listening, good for you guys. If you don't have anything to do, keep doing what you're doing. If you're watching,
except for review. On all platforms.
Stop watching now. Go to whatever podcast platform you go on. Click on the episode and review it. 5 stars, 5 stars. Maybe leave a comment on there too, because we need the engagement.
We do need the engagement. Reviewing would help us out so much. So if you have anywhere where you listen to podcasts and you decide to watch us, that's totally fine. But just go to your podcast platform, oh my goodness, and review us, because that would help us out a lot. Okay? Now, something I was going to say, which I didn't say the last time, because I didn't get to it, was that, and this is very, very weird. If you ever
Okay.
have talked to anybody, maybe you were supposed to do something or whatnot, or maybe you're supposed to do your homework or whatever it is, and you have an excuse and they say no excuses. I hate it. Because
Okay.
sometimes I hate the concept of that there can never be an excuse, but sometimes there is an excuse.
There is, yeah.
Like sometimes there is a valid excuse. Like, sorry, my dog did eat my homework. What am I supposed to do about that?
Dog did. Okay, do you think that's actually who came up with that? Because they kind of ate that.
I don't know, because it's like a very
so
pop
like
culture
Darius
reference.
Wimpy Kid. Like that's so like
Yeah,
Roger Rules.
Ruffalo ate my homework. Ruffalo as a dog name? I've never had a dog, so I don't know. Ruff is kind of cute.
They don't come in Ruffalo. That's not what they're called.
Well, I think it's a cute name, Ruffalo. Ruff? Okay. No? Okay, fine. I guess I'm not a pet owner, you can tell.
No.
Anyways, yeah, that's my little pet peeve, because I didn't give you guys one a couple episodes ago. My pet peeve is when people say there's no excuses, but sometimes there's just an excuse and it's valid. So sorry, I think excuses need to be taken by case basis. Like look at it and
100%.
examine it, and instead of just saying no excuses. All
Or
right.
like they won't even listen to what your excuse is.
Yeah,
and you
like
don't even get to say it.
please. Do you remember when Megan Trainor said, "I hate teachers"? Do you remember that?
Kind of was there, but I don't.
He was actually in orbit with the constellations, and they actually just canceled her for like 6 months because she was on her podcast and she's canceled teacher. She said, "I hate a teacher," and they said, "How dare you?"
Oh,
they said, "How
do you
dare
remember
you?"
when she said her husband is big?
What?
Big, and she's dating, and she's married to Junie
You
Cortez.
Spy Kids.
She's married to Junie Cortez, and she said that they poop together. Do you remember? Like, I swear they have like.
Okay, I remember the teacher thing, but not any of these other things that you're talking
what
about.
Matters. And they
Ew.
said, and she said that his dick was so big, so big, and she's going like,
I don't know. I feel like the internet aunties are like, Kathy's about to be calling up your mom again.
She's gonna call my mom, Brenda. Don't.
Okay, well, I don't know. I'm gonna have to mute every time you say that word.
No. I was just asking you if you remember. Sorry, you.
I don't remember that at all. I wasn't there
supposed
for
to
it.
not bring up her husband's big.
Oh my
big
gosh!
Apparently.
Okay, this is a little too much now. Okay. Oh my! This is supposed to be a PG-13, and I feel like that was rated R. Okay, so what are the ratings? Because like, what can you say on each thing?
There's PG.
What would you rate our podcast?
I would say it's PG-13.
You just said donkey.
Okay.
That's PG-13.
Okay, well,
I don't want my 13-year-old kid hearing somebody say something about a donkey thing. I don't want that.
Okay, it's rated R.
I think MA-17.
MA-17?
I don't know the ratings.
I think that's higher than rated R.
No, it's not. Rated R is after MA-17. It's just mature audiences.
NC-17? Isn't that something crazy?
Nudity and crudeness.
Nude
I don't
content.
know what NC nude content could be that.
NC-17 is something real.
MA just means mature, I think. I think that we have a mature. You have to be mature. And
Yeah,
and
you
whether
have to be
that is
mature.
17 or not, some people are mature before 17. But I think you have to be mature to watch this show. And to understand it.
NC-17. No, we're NC. Whatever you may said is made up because we're NC-17. No children under 17.
MA-17 exists. And maybe for video games or something. But maybe it's like a different thing. But MA-17 definitely exists. I swear. It means like mature. I feel like I'll see it like on something. I don't know. But anyway, so hey girls.
That's fake. I looked that up and I'm getting guns and propaganda.
Yeah, because it's probably a video game thing.
No, it's not. It's a flamethrower.
What?
Wow. I don't spread misinformation on the pod.
Oh my God, whatever. Anyways, you got to be mature to watch this show. I hope you guys are, okay with us talking about a little bit more of adult topics, because that's kind of what this podcast is about. Not really, but we're adults. So remember that, Brenda, before you don't email my mom.
Tammy
okay, 'cause she's
Lynn.
going to ignore it. Don't play. Tammy. That's so funny. I love saying just random names. But so today we have a couple things to talk about. I don't know I think we know what the thumbnail is. I don't know if we want to talk about that because we kind of talked about that beforehand, because I haven't, like we talked about before, I haven't been on any kind of social media in these past couple months. But for whatever reason, these past couple days, I have been back on and my mental health is shot down immediately.
So,
and I hate it.
and I think everybody hates it. I hope. I don't know. Do you guys hate it? Please let me know. And if you don't hate it, I don't know. We have a problem too.
And we were trying to. Yeah, you continue.
Sorry, I'm having a guest. Anyways, but there's been a lot going on. We had world leaders.
New world leader.
New world leaders.
We had an election recently. I don't know if you guys knew that.
We did have an election recently. We had an inauguration recently too. I don't know if you guys tuned in. I didn't.
I didn't
caught
either.
some of the highlights.
Okay, so did Snoop Dogg perform?
No.
Was that fake?
I don't think he performed. I didn't see anything about him performing, but I think he was there.
You didn't hear about him performing?
No, I did. I'm saying I didn't see any clips of him performing. I think he was there though.
Right. I get that part, but there was this whole big thing about how Snoop Dogg was performing at the inauguration, and so I was like,
well, maybe that was when it was going to be outside.
Oh, interesting. Okay. And everyone was like, he'll do anything for a bag. This man was on. Do you remember Ricky Dillon?
Yeah. What about him?
He has a song with Snoop Dogg.
That's fake.
He has a song with Snoop Dogg. He does. And I went on his Apple Music one. This was a couple years ago, and I said, "What was that?" And then I honestly do feel like Snoop Dogg will do anything for a check. If you write his name on it, he'll be there.
Well, I hate it.
Let's get him on the podcast. Snoop.
I don't know.
If you were at the inauguration, you have to redeem yourself by coming on a Black Gang podcast.
Okay, but how much do you think he got paid?
I'm only paying him a nickel and I'll give him a comb.
You crazy? He got when they said he was quitting smoke, and then like he was like advertising an oven.
I wasn't there for that.
What? Like everybody, he was like, "I'm quitting smoke," but then it was like a smokeless oven.
No, I actually do. I was there for that. I heard about that. I think you might have told me.
Maybe he will do anything. Is he like poor? Like
no, but I think that's why he's not, because he'll do anything, and that's why he stays relevant. Because Snoop Dogg he'll do a commercial, he'll do this, he'll do that. As long as you're like paying him like more than $500, he'll be there. If you give him $500 in transportation, he's
coming.
Oh
my god!
Which I think is so interesting. But yeah, so hey, I'm just gonna. This is my formal invite, Snoop Doggy DOGG. If you want to come on the show, we have a spot for you in the screen.
We have a pre-roll and $350. If you want to
pre-roll is crazy. I'll give you a couple edibles.
Yeah, he doesn't do edibles. He smokes.
Okay, well, he can try a little 5-10 milligram. He's gonna say this candy.
Literally.
How much do you think he has to take of an edible?
Probably, I don't know, but it 100? Would literally make me jump off the roof. Whatever he's doing with Simi,
you'd be going through psychosis.
Literally, like, oh my god. Okay, but do you think? I swear they came out that you remember when he was a Big Time Rush? And they said,
yeah.
They actually ate.
I think
whatever they said they ate. I don't remember exactly, but they ate. And I heard that they smoked together on set.
No.
I don't know if that's true.
That has to be fake.
I swear
there's no way Nickelodeon let them do that.
Maybe it was like after the set.
Was that Nickelodeon?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know why I thought it was Disney. I get them mixed up. But anyways, yeah, there's no way that they let them smoke on the Disney set and they were under 18. Were they under 18?
No, I think they were I think they started the show.
You're right, actually.
At like 18.
Did you hear that? What's his name? Miley Cyrus's brother in Hannah Montana was 40.
Yeah. Yes, I did. 40.
This man was retirement age.
Okay, so do you think that that's weird? What I mean to say is like, I feel like I couldn't. Sometimes I think, oh, you know what? I feel like I could be an actor, but I don't think I could. Like, I think that like when you really think about acting, it's so crazy. Like, do you think he's going? He's like, hey, Miley.
Wait, what?
Like, I'm saying, like he has to be 50. And he's like acting like a little kid.
Oh, yeah,
it's different. Like, there'll be some people who are like 27 and they're like playing high schoolers, but he was literally like 30 something.
Yeah, he was 30, I think.
And he's playing like this little boy, like this little annoying brother.
Like a 17-year-old.
And then I feel like sometimes he had a little girlfriend. Like, were they 32 or were they?
Well, I don't think he never kissed
Quiet on set or?
Quiet on set is crazy to say. I don't know if the set was quiet at all. But I just think that that's so weird, like being cast at that age. That would just make me uncomfortable. But I guess we didn't notice as kids, so maybe he was a good actor.
We were kids.
I know. But finding out he has to be like 40 something right now.
But then he was also in Kicking It, And I could tell whatever age he was then, I could tell.
He said the makeup didn't work then.
It did not work then.
Prosthetics, nothing worked. And during Kicking It, I remember Kicking It too. Where's that actor at? What's his name? B.O.B.
I wish he was in my pants.
Yes,
I know. I wish he was in my pants.
Oh,
Leo Howard.
It's just rated R now.
Brenda, don't tell Mom.
Brenda,
Mom.
Kim.
Kimberly.
Leave our names out your mouth. Do not call nobody's mom. Thank you. We don't need it.
But his name is Leo Howard. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know where he's at. But I wish he was here. I'll pay him more than I pay Snoop Dogg to come on the pod.
Now he knows if you have some ulterior motive. I'm normal. I'm gonna be like, hey, how you doing? What's up?
I'm gonna say, how are you doing too?
You're fantasizing while you're looking at his.
I wonder what he's giving now. I hope he's still.
Sometimes have you ever been like, I wonder where they're at, and you look and you're like, I wish they were back where they were before. Actually,
I do. I did that with the Malcolm in the Middle cast.
Okay. What's his name? B.O.B.
Frankie Muniz. B.O.B.
I always think that he's like in another life. He's Shia LaBeouf.
Interesting. I can see them having similarities. A
little crossover. Yeah. I always think like, I don't know why, I don't get them mixed up necessarily, but I always like see him as adjacent in life.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was gonna say, where is he at?
Well, they're gonna do a Malcolm in the Middle reboot.
Oh,
do I need it?
No, I don't think you do.
I'll watch it. I loved Malcolm in the Middle.
They should. No, you know what they would hate if they said Malcolm on the Edge.
No.
2025 Malcolm on the
Edge. Is he in the middle
Edge
anymore? Because I swear at the end, I don't know how much you're watching. So I swear at the end they were having another baby. So would he still be in the middle?
I don't know.
No.
I guess I didn't really watch it. So I guess if it's because he's the middle brother, then it's not going to work him being on the edge.
Yeah, he was the middle. Well, actually, he technically wasn't even the middle. He really became, because they had, okay, we don't need to do a Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah, literally.
Exposition. Either way, I don't know if we need the reboots that are always coming out. They're kind of a little tired.
Yeah.
And we were, sorry.
No, you're okay.
I was just going to say, we're actually going along this tangent. We mentioned the inauguration, and now we're on.
Well, we want happiness, not whatever we're about to, because we're going to get into it.
We are going to.
So we want to give them a little happiness before we jump.
And did you hear about Carrie Underwood?
No.
So Carrie Underwood was.
Oh no, I did, and her mic wasn't on, or not her mic, but her the music didn't start. Okay, did you see that they compared her? She was like, "I'm not getting the same respect that Beyonce got."
Okay. I'm not getting the same respect.
Okay, what did she get? What did Carrie Underwood say? Like, what did she say?
I dug my key into the side.
She ate that.
I only know that from Pitch Perfect, if we're really being honest.
I knew it before, but what else did she say?
She said, I'm being serious. I really don't know.
I think that there's a couple other things that we know she said. I don't know, but okay.
I used to get her and Kelly mixed up.
Clarkson?
Yeah.
I think you meant Roland.
Roland is
no, I'm just kidding.
She said, do you know what I'm gonna love you is?
No. She said, I'm gonna love
That's
you
her
like
most...
I'm gonna lose you. Wasn't that Meghan Trainor?
Yeah.
Like I'm saying goodbye.
I don't know any of these songs. She said Blown Away.
I think I would have to hear them. But I think that I always think that she's saying, hey bartender. I
wasn't there.
Do you remember Lady A? They had to change her name because they were called Lady Antebellum.
Lady Antebellum.
Lady Antebellum. And they tried that name, actually. Well, to them, they don't really care what Antebellum means. But Antebellum is a really crazy thing. But I think just changing it to Lady A. Do you remember that whole thing? That was after George Floyd. Everyone was on, like... Everyone got their shit together after 2020. If you were canceled, you were
now it's unwinding. Now it's unwinding. Actually.
Yeah, it's literally unwinding. The ball of protein is unwinding quickly, and they've actually jumped off the bridge. They really don't care anymore. And the whole controversy with that was that when they changed it to Lady A was already taken by a black woman, and they were like, "I can't. We already changed it from Lady Antebellum to Lady A. I don't really give a fuck if she's black. I'm sorry." And that was it. That was the end of the story.
What did they say? I wasn't there for any.
They said, "Hey bartender." That's all I remember. You know
wasn't
that song.
there.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. That song's a bop. I forgot what song. I forgot how the rest goes, but it's a bop. I remember it being a bop. It's something about a shot here and a shot there.
Need
It's
you
basically
now.
the precursor
Oh,
to.
it's 1:15. I'm all alone and I need you now.
Oh yes, I thought that was Taylor Swift.
Wait, I might be singing the wrong song. Is that Taylor Swift?
No, that's her. That's her. That's Carrie.
No, that's
Anyways.
not Carrie. That's Lady A. That's
Okay,
Lady
I
A
don't know
who
what's
said
going
that.
on. So she has a song called "Need You Now" too.
No, I looked up Lady A to see what they did that I know.
Oh.
And they said it's 1:15. I'm all alone and I need you now.
Oh, okay, so that was them.
Yes, it was.
Okay, so it's not Taylor Swift. It's Lady A.
No.
Whatever. We don't really know much about our country girls.
Yeah,
I don't know if anybody watching this knows they're country girls either, but maybe they do. Anyways,
Maybe.
Carrie found out real quick she's not Beyonce. But she actually didn't sound bad. People were trying to say she sounded terrible. I don't think she did.
I just watched
I
the
listened
2
to it because
minutes
I was
of
like-
silence.
You said what?
I just watched the 2 minutes of silence and them all looking around. And she
I
said,
didn't know that happened. I just heard her, and she said, "Okay, if you guys know the words, sing along." And then she said, "America." Actually, what did she sing? Something about home of the free and the brave and whatever. they do
Okay,
every
but
time.
do you remember when Beyonce did that?
Yeah. Okay. Do you remember the whole scandal beforehand? Because I think that
With the, I don't
the
think that
lip-syncing?
was that one.
no,
that
it
wasn't-
wasn't. You're right. You're right. Whatever. But whatever she did, she redeemed herself because she ate.
But she did that,
sang
and
on
then
Lil Mike.
all the celebrities came up. That was when
Oh yes, I remember that.
that
I
was when we
do.
were a country.
We
they
were a
said,
country, and she said,
"America,
"God bless America" at the end. She said, "God bless America."
And there was
And
a
that's
black choir. Wow, like that was just iconic.
And while we're on it, we gotta move on. But while we're on it, the DNC this past year when the when the Black Chorus in Chicago
They actually
ate.
ate that.
And at first I was like this is kind of maybe they're nervous or whatever. It was in the beginning. It wasn't really that like exciting.
Yeah,
But when they did the harmonies at the
they
end,
literally ate
I
that.
said, "Okay, well, I'm proud to be an American."
I
They ate
forgot
that at
about
the
that.
end.
I'm gonna
And they
have to
stood
revisit
up,
that.
and I almost shed a tear. I had a tear jerk because
Stop.
I might have taken 5 milligrams. I don't know. And all I know is that when they started singing at the end, I was like, okay, well, maybe they ate this, and I really
They
feel like,
did
wow,
eat.
we're about to have like maybe the first woman president,
Oh my god.
Kamala.
Oh my god.
Hey, Cam, where you at?
Oh my god, my Shayla.
Where is she at now? She's at home.
I don't know, but they're still
Okay.
talking about her.
They are. I know we said we were going to move on, but do politicians have jobs after they get fired? Where do they go?
I
Do
don't
they
know.
save money?
They write a book.
Okay, but you have to realize that they have to pay like their mortgage and their car notes. Like,
I can
what-
guarantee you a Kamala book is
Oh.
going to come out
And
by the end of this year, next year.
And she's gonna say they drugged me. And then-
They drugged
media.
her.
No, they drugged her by her what do they call it? Her silk press. They drugged me by my. That's the name of the book. They drugged me by my silk press.
Stop.
And I'm gonna read it. Unlike I didn't read Michelle Obama. I haven't read a book.
Becoming? Is that what it's called? I
Becoming
worked
Michelle.
at Barnes and Nobles when that happened, and the girls were there for Becoming. Is it Becoming?
It's some. It is. Or is that Barack Obama's book? What is his book called?
Oh, his is called Becoming. I'm sorry, I always have to look things up.
Okay, so what is Hillary Clinton's book
It's
called?
his divorce. Oh my god.
Some
And-
lady. While you're looking it up, some lady said
It is Becoming.
It's called Becoming.
What does that even mean, by the way? But whatever.
It's just becoming.
Yeah.
Like, becoming what? An icon, a legend.
I don't know. We didn't read the book, so we can't hate.
Oh, I'm
Maybe
not
you
hating.
tell
I'm just
her.
saying becoming what? Like I love Michelle.
I don't know. I don't
and
know
she-
what that means though.
And her dues are late now. Her hair, because she said she couldn't do any experimentation during the presidency, which
yeah,
I think
and I think she's
is really
getting out of
sad.
Michelle.
Ugh, they always drug her.
When we
through
had
like-
a real first lady. Actually, Jill was fine.
I liked Jill, but I don't know where she was.
She was at the
But
school.
I think Okay, I'm gonna ask you. Do you know what Ivanka's thing was?
She gardened.
No, like what? You know? Okay, so each first lady has a project. Do you know what
Yeah.
hers was?
She.
But in the sense that- Because we know what Michelle's was. It was getting our shit to be nasty in school.
Yeah. Yeah, that is what it was.
And Jill's was
There's something with the teachers, the students, the kids. She was always at a school.
Oh, because she's a teacher. I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you what Ivanka's was.
Wait,
It's
let me
not
have one
Ivanka.
real guess. Let me have
It's
one
not
real
Ivanka.
guess.
I always get stuck on
Melania?
it.
I was wondering why
Melania.
you were saying Ivanka. It's Melania. Okay.
Sorry, I can't tell which one Trump's wife is because he said he would do stuff with both of them.
He did say
So,
that, but
I don't
can't do us having the president. They're gonna say you guys are showing your youth. They're gonna say you guys are showing your youth. You guys are so dumb. You guys are so stupid. Be quiet. Sit down. I'm sorry. People misslip. Dang.
That's gonna be the next email Hagatha sends to your mom. Anyways,
okay,
it was
wait, let me come up with
cyberbullying.
a real guess. I said let me come up with a real guess.
Oh, sorry, it was cyberbullying.
Okay.
So, did anybody stop cyberbullying?
So,
'Cause I
are you
forgot
guys gonna
word.
cyberbully us?
I think that they are. So,
They are, and she didn't do what she needs to do.
how are you gonna stop that?
Suitcase. I don't
My
know.
suitcase.
He said, "I need to find my." That was propaganda.
Yeah,
and
what
they
was
put
that?
They put that out there so it could be like, oh, like he's just like barren. Trump has a family and he needs to find his suitcase.
The daddy.
Yeah, he's just a father. That was propaganda for real. Do you remember when he was? I'm sorry, we're doing a lot.
That's
Do you
okay. It's
remember
fine.
when-
It's a podcast.
Do you remember when what was real propaganda? When he was at that McDonald's. That was propaganda.
That was
For
definitely
real.
propaganda, and it's
What
like,
was that?
come on, mama.
And
I
all
don't
those
know.
people were fake. Are you kidding? Like everybody, they had definitely screened all the people that like came.
Of
to the
course.
drive-thru,
I mean, you have to, but
100%.
okay, but like, girl, just put the fries in the bag.
Literally, because
If I'm-
what?
okay, Let's just say you were trying to go to that McDonald's. Could I have just gotten in the line and went?
No, they shut down that whole. That was an episode of Veep. They shut down that whole McDonald's 100%. They were like, okay, we're gonna set up this, we're gonna set up that, we're gonna make it look like you're working, probably like as a dig for because they always say that Kamala didn't work at McDonald's.
Right, that's what
They
it
do all
was.
that stuff. And then like, cause are you kidding? If I went through the drive-thru and Trump was at my thing, and I saw a camera in the background, I'd be doing a lot.
They probably, if I was the McDonald's franchise like thing, I would say like you can't do that. It was
He
just
probably
an owner.
owns one. He probably owns the one that
Trump?
we went to. I don't know. I would own.
No.
McDonald's.
I think
Why
that it
would
was an actual guy, and he was like trying to like stay apolitical. He was like, we just want like everyone's voices to be heard in this upcoming election, so that's why we invited Trump and we closed their restaurant. But I'm saying like as McDonald's, the corporation, I would have said you cannot do that, like because you know how sensitive people are with like political things. So if now what if people are like, I don't care, McDonald's shouldn't have done that.
Well,
I'm
they were
not
already
McDonald's.
under
Yeah,
hot
they were already
water.
under fire. But I'm
They're
just saying,
already
do they
under
want to be
hot
under more fire? I don't know. But I guess no one cared.
Yeah, nobody cared
Loved it,
because it was
apparently.
crazy. I was just like, what is this? And they probably ate it up. I don't know who ate it up, but somebody ate it up, I'm sure. Because I was just thinking in my head, what is this? And that was so crazy. And I hate when people are trying to be like, just so like Joe Rogan's always going like, I'm American. I'm not a Democrat.
my
I'm not a
God.
Republican.
Joe Rogan
And I'm
pisses
like,
me off.
what are like at this point? You saying that is literally crazy. Like you were at the inauguration, you were front row,
Right.
You were at this, you were hosting.
We
him
know.
and JD Vance.
Didn't they say Kim K was there and she said, yes.
Was she really? I don't know.
I heard they said that she was. I think she was there first of all, and that something. There was a whole video I watched about how like she's secretly Republican.
She is secretly Republican.
You do you, girl.
They are all Republican. Did you not see when her son said, "F Kamala"?
Yes.
And they said, "Absolutely."
Because where do you get that from? You got to learn that from somewhere.
Of course. Like, and he had his little, and then he started a YouTube, Chicago. I think it was Chicago. And they she made him sign a little contract saying like, you have to screen everything you post. And he did not do any of that. He was going Trump 2024. He's going Trump 2024. Kamala's
Isn't he like 7? Like, girl, how old is
so that
he?
shows, well, obviously we know Kanye's kind of crazy too. So I don't know what's going on, but then did you see like Kim was with that robot? Kim has that Elon robot.
Oh, I do remember that.
She's
She said,
definitely
guys,
crazy.
look at my robot.
That is what she
I just
said.
got it from
Really don't
Elon
give a
himself. He actually sent this over. Do you remember
And,
when
like-
Trisha Paytas said at the end of his sentences?
Okay, so Trisha Paytas had okay, I'm sorry, we're doing so much, and I feel like I took whatever pill.
This is a podcast. It's fine.
Are you going to talk
What'd
about
you
your
say?
magic pill?
Oh yeah, my magic pill. I did. If I wasn't, you put me on blast like I was doing some kind of erotic substance.
No.
Okay, everyone. Before I got on here, which was actually 3 hours ago now, I told you we did several takes. I took a caffeine pill, and they're kind of iconic because me not sponsoring this brand, but they say on the bottle smooth energy, and I was like, okay, whatever. But I really feel like after like 15 or 20 minutes after I take the pill, I really feel like I just have like energy. But it's not like coffee where you have to drink the whole coffee, it stains your teeth, and now you have to sweeten it so much to make it good, and this and that. It's literally just a pill that you take, and then you get. Are you frozen?
No, I was just looking at you. Sorry, see, this is what
you were doing the
happens when
mannequin challenge.
This is what happens when I don't look at myself and I'm looking at you, and now I have to look at myself the whole time.
But most people move. I'd never seen somebody.
I was just listening. I'm sorry. I'm an attentive
This is Detroit becoming human.
And now I'm scared of how I was looking. I swear I was just looking at you.
Anyways, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm crazy, but whatever. So it says smooth energy, and I swear it's smooth. You just feel like you're, on not cloud nine. It's not like the drug or anything like that. It's caffeine. But I feel like I have, an energetic time. I can talk. I'm sharp. And then there's no like crash or anything. It's just kind of like whatever. But I only take 50 milligrams because I don't have a tolerance to. Or do I have a tolerance? I do have a tolerance to caffeine, or don't. I don't. It affects me a lot. So I don't know what the thing is.
You don't have a tolerance.
I don't have a tolerance to it. You're right. That's what it is. Anyways, whatever. We can move on. Do we actually want to talk about Elon? Or do we want to move on to something else?
I don't want... Okay, do you guys want to, be honest? Let me know. Do you guys want to hear us talk about politics? Because I just feel like we're going to be drained every week.
Yeah,
we're going to be drained every week. I'm going to be...
The thing is, though, is that, we are all living in this country. Not everyone. Maybe if you're from a different country, hey girl, how you doing? Let us know. But if you are, most people literally take us with. Yeah. Save me!
Please help us.
But 99.9% of people are just experiencing the same things, and maybe they have different political views than us, and that's totally fine. Maybe they're not watching now. But I feel like if you are watching a Black and Gay podcast with Gen Z,
I feel like at this point everybody knows where we stand.
Yeah,
I don't like it. I don't know. I just don't care to give attention to these people who aren't giving any attention to us, and they don't care about us. So
they really don't care. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us.
At all.
And I don't. I just hate all of it. I can't. You're right. We need to be a safe space for people to not listen to politics. That's what it is.
But if you guys want to hear us talk about it,
right.
Let us know. But just know that I don't. I'm aware. I know what's going on, and I hate it.
Yeah, we know. Maybe we should have an allowance of we could talk about it for one episode a month. I mean, part of one episode a month. You know what I'm saying?
We could definitely talk about it. Trust me, we would do a lot. But it's just so mentally draining.
It is so mentally draining.
And then everybody's saying Trump save TikTok. They say save TikTok, which is so
propaganda.
Crazy. That is propaganda. I can't.
Because when you got on there, it said, thanks to President Trump.
Do you know how crazy and unprofessional and weird that is? Of course he did. He made all the stimulus checks go out.
Yeah, and it got delayed because he did that. They got delayed, and they said,
and you guys love it, which is so crazy. And this is just, and he pardoned that woman who had 37.
What? What?
This actually isn't funny. This is terrifying. He pardoned that woman, and she had fetuses in her basement. She had aborted fetuses in her basement. Am I making this up?
I hope
this is not false
propaganda. We got to make sure we're on our shit on this podcast.
I'm looking it up. You guys know I'm looking things up.
But I do know he pardoned the man who tased that guy in the neck.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe reenacting it was a little insensitive. I don't know. But I had my neck turned up. But anyways, yeah. So whatever. We don't want to talk about this. Elon, you already saw the Elon Musk salute thing. Salute. Maybe I should put that in here. That
salute
song
is so crazy.
Salute is really crazy. I made a little TikTok about it if you want to hear my thoughts. Go to my TikTok. It's Darius_Gaskin, I think is what it is. You'll find me on there. But yeah, we won't really talk about Elon, which means we might have to refill my thumbnail.
We did talk about Elon.
We really didn't talk about what actually happened. But anyways, all I'm going to say is that if you excuse that, you're dead to me. Because I'm sorry. I've seen a lot of autistic people before, and not one of them has done that.
Literally not one of them is in that.
Not one. And now all of a sudden the you guys love autistic people. Oh, well, he's just a little. Oh, well, he's just a little. But then when Tim Walls' son was a little nonverbal, everyone was oh wow. Oh wow. Hey man, this soft generation.
Literally.
And now you guys care about mental things now all of a sudden. Really?
Which is so crazy. And I just think that's actually really insane.
Let's talk about we talk about fun things. Let's talk about fun things again.
Did I ever tell you
what?
Sorry, I thought I turned off my mic. Did I ever tell you I talked to somebody, and by talked I mean like romantically talked to somebody who I think went to January 6th?
No.
I talked to a boy who I swear went to January 6th. I swear to God, and I might be reporting him. Sorry, I'm trying to find the person about the fetuses because I know how you guys like to play. And I need you to
I know how you girls like to tussle.
2 more seconds.
Speaking of knowing somebody who's done something, my grand little in my fraternity was front
What
and
is that,
center.
Nathan's Little?
Yeah, Nathan's Little, yeah. Front and center at Beachella.
What? Wait, sorry. He was front and center at what?
Not January 6th. That'd be crazy. At Beachella.
Oh, and he was? Okay,
yeah,
don't scare me like that. You can't say somebody's front and center.
Well, actually, let me stop. But he actually said, I really don't give a fuck. He said, who is this? Is this Rihanna?
What? Are you kidding?
He actually wasn't front and center. I'm making that up. But he was there because I think he lives like 20 minutes from Coachella Valley in California. And he said, yeah, I was at Coachella. And everyone was like,
sorry, I found her name and I typed in like her name. Her name is Lauren Hardy. And the first thing that says, why were there fetuses in an anti-abortion activist home? Fetuses? And she had fetuses.
Wait. In an anti-abortion active? That's really scary. That's like some, she could have a movie.
That is so scary.
She's like so anti-abortion that she has the fetuses in her basement because she's trying to save them. That's really scary to think about.
I don't think that's what it is. I don't know what it is.
Were they in the jars like in American Horror Story?
That's really scary.
Can we even talk about this? I don't know what's going on, guys. Please.
There was 5 of them in there. 5?
This is gone up, so you have to be 21 to watch this. Everything we say has to be more and more.
Okay, but that's
5
really
is crazy.
Scary, you guys. And she was also at January 6th. She has 5 fetuses in her home, and she was at January 6th.
Did they raid her home? How did they find out she had fetuses down there?
I don't know. I hope they raided her home. I don't know. Led others on in an invasion and blockade of the reproductive health clinic. She was sentenced on Tuesday to nearly 5 years. I don't know. This is really crazy.
I don't know.
And she was pardoned. So.
Did you hear about that girl who got pardoned by Trump? That woman, rather. She said she got pardoned by Trump, and she said, I'm not taking it. I'm spending my time in jail because what I did was wrong. Did you hear about that?
She aged.
She
I
did
didn't hear about that.
Okay, but she only had a little 60 days. Everyone was like, girl, if this was 10 years, you'd be saying something different. But she got pardoned.
Okay, I don't want to be in jail for 60 more days.
Yeah, me either. No one wants to be in jail for any time. But she got pardoned, and she was like, no, I want to serve my sentence, because she had a whole like awakening after January 6th. She was like, this is kind of crazy. She felt like she was coerced into doing it. She felt like it was propaganda. She felt like there was a lot of stuff happening, and she kind of removed herself from the situation and saw it from a different view. And so she's been deconstructing herself for the past 4 years. And I feel like I'd seen interviews of her talking about this. And so she got pardoned, but she was like, I'm going to serve my time because I feel like what we did was wrong. Okay, we literally stormed into the U.S. Capitol. Like, that is really scary to think about.
Oh my God.
And they were in the Capitol. I don't know what that means.
Anyways, I was talking to this guy. And was that 2020? Was January 6th 2020?
No, 2021.
I was talking to this guy in 2021. For like, it was like a few months now. Do you remember? We used to, like, I was telling you, I don't know if you remember this. We would like play video games together. Do you remember this?
Yes, I do remember that.
And this was like during like my college winter break.
Mm-hmm.
And one day he's like, I'm going somewhere, but I can't tell you where. I'm gonna make it a surprise.
Immediately excommunicated. I guess you didn't know at the time. Wait, he said this before January 6th. That's really scary. And you didn't even know what was about to happen.
I didn't know what was going to happen. And then he was like, I'm going somewhere. And he was like, I'm going on a road trip with my friends, and we're gonna go somewhere, but I'm not gonna tell you where. And I was like, oh, like maybe he's going to New York, because I talked about like in New York or something. And he was like, I'm in New York,
right? Like surprise.
I don't know. Like, and that's the only reason this isn't confirmed. I don't know, because the FBI is gonna be knocking on our door. But I'm just putting these things that I think are kind of weird looking back on it now. Is that one? He told me, I'm not gonna tell you where I'm going, but I'm going somewhere, and it's gonna be a surprise. So then I find out the day before, he sends me a picture. It's him, I think, in front of the Lincoln Memorial. And he's like, I'm in D.C. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I was like, why did he have to, like, hide that?
Right.
And then, all of a sudden.
Oh, my God. This is scary.
all of a sudden, shit hits the fan. And I'm going, are you okay?
Because you knew he was in DC, so you had heard about it.
And I'm like, are you okay? What's going on? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, I'm fine. And I'm like, because this is crazy. I don't know if you guys remember, this is crazy. And like, I remember, like, I almost need to look at the DMs because these were, it's on Instagram, I think. And I was like, well, okay, what's going on? Because I'm like, what do you mean? Like, because can you imagine if we were just happened to be in DC when the insurrection was going on and he was like very close to where it was happening too, which is literally crazy.
Well, so people went there to watch Trump speak. And then there was a portion of that, because there was like 50,000 people, I said, or something like that, that I think were there. And then there was a portion of them that went
Trump
to the Capitol.
There.
Where?
Trump wasn't there.
At the insurrection, no. So he was at the insurrection part? Because there was a lot of people who went to watch him speak. Trump was there speaking.
For what? What was he speaking about?
That is when he said, go to the Capitol peacefully and patriotically. Because he went there to tell him to go protest at the Capitol, which is why they kept on saying that there was an insurrection, because they said he coerced the people to go to the Capitol. And they always talk about the peacefully part. But I watched like the first 20 minutes of his speech, and there was very triggering language that made somebody who's upset about you not winning would make them go and try to do what they did at the Capitol. But anyways, he basically just said like, oh, this was stolen from us. This election was stolen from us, guys, and blah, 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 blah. So a portion of those people went to protest, which is what they were there for, at the Capitol, and then it turned into a riot, which turned into them going into the Capitol and blah, 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 blah. But all the people who were there to watch him did not go into the Capitol building.
Okay, I'm scared. Sorry, I have my messages pulled up.
The mic, they can't hear you at all.
Oh, I have the messages pulled up, and I'm looking at things I'm looking at crazy red flags, and like he was talking about, like, I think I was saying like, I said this uncool. Sorry, I was saying like, oh, I don't really have money to do things, and like I was like, I have a friend that's like very spontaneous, but they never have money to do the spontaneous things. And then he was like, yeah, that's always a difficult thing. A bunch of friends want to go out, but I gotta save those money. He said those Trump bucks came in though, and I love them. I was like, oh yeah, like those are fun.
What? Trump bucks?
He called them
Is this
Trump bucks.
A video game?
He called them Trump bucks, BUX too. And I was like, oh, that's cute, Trump bucks. And then we were talking about other things, and then he was like, I'm coming back, like I'm leaving, and I'll be back on my trip on the 8th. On January 5th, he sends me a picture, and it's him in front of the Lincoln Memorial, and it says, I'm in DC. And I go, oh. And I say, and I literally said, I think I was honestly guessing that you'd be going to New York. I've never been to DC. I don't really give a fuck about BC. And then I was like, what are you doing? Like, what is the thing you're doing? He said,
right.
Not too much, just like tourist stuff. And he said, right now I'm out getting food. So then when we're talking about the thing, he's talking about the Lincoln Memorial, getting some sushi. And then all of a sudden, stuff hits the fan. On January 6th, I text him. I say, is everything going good with you, with everything going on? And he said, yeah, I'm good. We just got some food. Got back home.
I got some sushi, went to the Lincoln Memorial, stormed the Capitol,
Now I'm watching Adventure Time. It's all cool. And I'm going, what? Like, this is so weird and nonchalant. Yeah, that's what he said. And I'm like, what is going on? And then, like, I'm talking on January 6th. He goes radio silent. I don't hear from him again until the 21st of January. To the 21st of January.
So the inauguration day.
Oh my God, was it really the inauguration day?
Yes, is it the 21st? I think every January, every fourth year. I thought it was the 20th. January.
I thought it was the 22nd.
It's the 21st, I think. You should look it up. I think it's the 20th.
Oh, well.
Maybe it's January 20th. Maybe you're right. Whatever. Either way, it was right around that time.
Well, all of a sudden he goes radio silent. I was messaging on the 6th. He didn't respond, and I was like, okay, this is weird, because I'm like, what's going on? I messaged him on the 9th again, and I'm like, did you guys like make it home all right? Because he told me he was coming back on the 8th. I don't hear from him again after that until the 21st, and then he just says, are you free this weekend? Which is so weird. Like, no, like, sorry for anything that happened, or like, yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, the insurrection was crazy. Yeah,
right,
I
nothing.
got home safe. It was just like, are you free this weekend? And I'm just so sorry. Like, he was there. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah,
He was
literally.
there.
Sometimes you can get like hints or notes. It is the 20th, by the way. I just looked. You're right. It's the 20th. That's crazy though, because like I feel like if you, I don't know. I had a similar experience, a similar situation where I was talking to a guy. This was just like this past November, and he was like talking to me. I think it was like November 5th or 6th or something. And he was like, "How have you been?" I was like, "Oh, good." Kind of bummed out about the election, or like bummed out because of the election, or something like that. I said, and he just said, "Oh."
Oh, it's crazy.
O means that you. O means one of two things. You either didn't vote at all and you really don't care, or you voted for Trump. And I don't know if I can do
Literally.
that, Mama.
I can't
I'm
do
sorry.
anything at this point now. I can't do any, like, I'll be on Hinge. I can't do apolitical. I can't do moderate.
Yeah, me either.
I can't do anything that's not liberal. And then if you don't have anything there, I'm a little, what's going on? I can't do it. Like, I'm sorry, like, we're gay, like,
Black.
this is,
You're talking
well,
to a
I don't know
black
if they're
person.
black, but like, you're talking.
No,
you're
I know,
talking
but I'm
to
saying,
black. Yeah.
saying in the situation, in the optics, if they're black, it's even worse. But if they're not black, they're talking to a black gay person. They might want to. I don't know. I like EI. I don't know if they do.
Yeah.
I particularly like it. I think it should be a thing. So I don't know.
And we can't be moderate, babes. And I asked somebody, I was like, what do you mean by, like, I think they had apolitical or whatever, and I was like, what do you mean by that? And he was like, oh, it's just that I don't really prescribe. And I said, that's dumb. And I stopped responding.
Okay, well, I'm unsubscribing from you.
Because
I'm actually taking my prescription.
Are you insane? Like, literally, are you insane? What do you mean you're not political? Like, this is like, and this was probably like right after this is probably like right after the election too. And I was like, absolutely not.
Ugh, I just hate, this is so unfair. I wish I had the luxury to be like, I don't really think about politics.
Because what do you mean?
Like, what are you talking about? You don't think about politics. Like, I understand no one wants to do it. I hate doing it. I don't like to do it. But what the fuck am I supposed to do? I only have 2 cents.
Exactly.
We're gonna have to share that story one day. I only have 2 pennies. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, we really just have to kind of like at least know of it, or like what's going on. And it's like, how do you have your For You page or your like whatever you're on not show you what's going on in the political climate? You have
exactly.
To be
like, what are you seeing?
puppies.
They're seeing Alex Earl.
They are seeing Alex Earl,
and
they're going, yeah, I don't know, why can't I go to Starbucks?
Oh my god, and I can't do it.
Anyways, we are gonna have to end this. Yeah, we are.
And I have talk about things.
What else do you want to talk about? I would do Adeline thumbnail.
We didn't. Let's talk about how those people are still in space.
They're still there?
Yes, they're still there. Do you know how crazy that is? And my conspiracy is they aren't getting them. They're gonna let them die up there. Because do you know how much money they are gonna have to pay them the second that they touch down?
Wait. So it's like an issue with like NASA didn't do something wrong. Is it a malfunction or what?
I don't know what's going on, but they've been there since June. June. And like they keep on being like, oh, sorry, we have to like extend it. Like, sorry, like
they're going to get a syndrome when they get back. Did you know that?
Of course, they probably already have a syndrome that we don't even know what it's called.
Don't they? I can't remember if it's going underwater like a submarine or if it's going into space. You have to like train your body to like be at a different pressure level or something. Otherwise, you'll form a disease when you get back to regular atmospheric pressure. I think it's submarine. I'm not sure. I swear that's a thing. And somebody knows. Somebody look it up. But there's some kind of like tube you have to go into to train your body to be able to be in a certain pressure. Otherwise, if you come back too fast, your body will you'll die. I don't know. Somebody look it up.
Okay, but I don't care. Whatever they have, they won't ever have to worry about another thing again if they make it back here. Like, they are going to get the largest payout you've ever seen in your entire life. I'm stuck in space. This was supposed to be a trip around the sun, and we come back down. I've been in space for 8 months.
How long was it actually supposed to be?
I swear it was supposed to be a little, hey, let's go back down.
And they
said,
actually had the whole song.
About
They said
that,
they had the and they didn't know.
They didn't get to vote. They didn't get to do like they have been there.
Wow.
They were
and Kamala would
there.
have won if they came down.
The last time they were there, Biden was on the ticket. Like, do you realize how crazy that is? The last time they were here, Trump didn't even get shot. Like, do you know how crazy that is? Do you know how many things have happened since June to now?
So many things. I mean, it's literally been half a year.
And then they like will be sending them a little bit of supplies. In this last supply thing, they said there's a rotten smell in it, and I'm telling you, they're gonna try to kill them off. And they said, sorry, we don't know. I guess you have to wait till the next supply.
Do they not know what's wrong?
I don't know.
Because why aren't you coming to get me?
Wrong. I don't know, and they seem a little too calm. But do you think they're like, what was that?
But I did hear that the lady who I think it's only, but I heard it was one lady who was stuck there.
No, it's a lady and a man.
No. Okay, I heard, but I don't know if I have my facts straight. That it was that there was one lady. She was there for another mission, and then like she was supposed to leave, but like the other crew that was on board was supposed to stay for a little longer. But then she couldn't leave. And the issue is that because she couldn't leave, they only had the food and the resources for the crew that was on there, and now they had to share with her. But I don't know, that could all be made up. But anyways,
that's the plot of Interstellar, whatever you're talking about.
They're gonna come back, and it's gonna be 8 weeks late. It's only gonna have been 8 weeks. Or wait, what I'm saying for them. Do you know how like time travel is different, or not time travel, but like space and time is different with the? Well, no, that's what it is in Interstellar, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, is what happened in Interstellar.
But anyways, whatever. Speaking of this outer space, I think that the solar system is very interesting. I've been watching videos about that, and about how.
Pass. I don't care. Sorry.
Wow.
I want to talk about our last pop culture topic. We're going to talk about the Oscar nominations that have just come out.
He said pass. Everyone remember that I was going to talk about space and he hated it.
Nobody.
And now we're going to talk about Eva Perón.
Eva Perón, whatever that means, is ethnocentric. But let's see. So, have you heard have you seen? Okay, I don't know. Do you guys like movies? Are you guys movie watchers? Like,
they hate them.
I actually love a movie. Like, I love it. Oh. We have actor in a leading role, Adrian Brody for The Brutalist. The Brutalist is actually a movie that's 7 hours long, you guys. Timothy Chalamet in A Complete Unknown.
I probably haven't seen any of these movies.
Coleman Domingo in Sing Sing. Ralph Fiennes in Conclave. And Sebastian Stan in The Apprentice. You know he played Donald Trump. Did you watch that movie?
No, I
played
didn't.
a young Donald Trump.
Okay.
it was a good movie.
Great.
I want to talk about Timothy Chalamet though, and I want to talk about biopics. Do you say biopic or a biopic?
Biopic.
I don't know. I feel like I've been seeing a lot of biopics like this year, year, whatever. And like, I don't know, they're kind of scaring me. Like,
isn't it the one where he's playing like Bob Dylan or something?
He's playing Bob Dylan.
Okay, that's what I thought.
And then because I've just been thinking, isn't it crazy? Like soon these things are gonna catch up to be like something that we really know. Like, I don't know anything about Bob Dylan. I saw the movie and I was with other old people and I was thinking they know Bob Dylan, they know this other girl Joan Baez,
right,
this person, that person, they know who these people are portraying. I don't really know, but like sooner or later there's gonna be like a biopic that we know, and like these people are playing people that like
I think about that all the time
know. And I feel like that's gonna be so weird and scary. And like, are we gonna be like, this is wrong?
Our first biopic, we're done. I mean, like our era is gone. The first time we are somebody that we know gets a biopic, there's several generations.
Well, Britney Spears
it.
is getting one, but I don't feel like that counts.
Doesn't count for us. I would say it's more millennial. Still,
yeah, I feel like that's more
because we were still really young when she had her heyday.
Yeah.
So I feel like our first one would have to be like one of the greats. Like we would have to have
Taylor Swift's.
But in the sense that we would have to have like one of the. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, I don't know because I don't think she would have one very soon. I think that the mega ones, like somebody like Taylor Swift, Beyonce, Rihanna, they're gonna have ones like when they're really older. I feel like the other ones might have them when they're like past their heyday time, but they still have a lot more time to like do shit.
Okay, but
you know
who
what I'm saying?
Have one? But see, like, are we thinking like the only person I can think of is like Beyonce?
Right, I know, but there's a lot of people that could have them. Like we're missing all the men. Like Drake could have one.
Yeah, Drake could have one. Kanye.
But like they're still in the shit now. Like there's still that's for when you're gone with the wind, and like no when you're like we haven't really heard new music from you. You're not doing anything now, and so now we're like, oh, what was your life like? But I think that happens after you're done. It doesn't happen while you're still going. So we had a long time to wait because I feel like our celebrities are still eating.
I
Now.
think they are.
And I think they're still going to be eating for a while. I think a good more, at least another decade.
Oof, another decade is so crazy. I don't know. That is so weird now that I think about it, and I just don't like that. And then, but going back, I just feel like Timothée Chalamet. I hate when people have to do an accent for any type of thing. Like, I just feel like he was going. I don't even know what to tell you he was doing.
I have an accent.
Really took me out of it.
Thing, but anyways, okay.
He was like, well, if you look at me really closely, then you would see that I'm not really a part of the establishment, am I, though? And I was like, oh. Like, it took me, like, probably, like, the first 30 minutes to get over the fact that he was doing a voice. And that he probably took a class to learn how to do Bob Dylan's voice is so... I can't do it.
This exact thing happened to me watching Kerry Washington...
In that salute,
whatever that was. I'm so sorry. I love you, Carrie Mama. But actually what happened was I actually took 5 milligrams. I'm just going to say it. And when I was watching, she was going, you going to have to get on the ground and shower, ladies. We are going to be strong. You is smart. You is kind. I said, what is going on? And it took me out so bad. I was like, I cannot watch this. I had to stop watching it. I literally was just thinking about her accent the whole time. I said, this is terrible. But then the next day I was like, I need to look this up. And then they said that apparently her accent was so like historically accurate, and she took a coach and that's
what they always say. And I was like, I can't do it.
And then I had to watch it again. I was like, well, maybe she did fine, but this time I didn't have the 5 milligrams, and I was like, well, maybe it's okay. I don't know, but I feel like it sounded crazy.
I believe you. I just can't do or do you remember when she said in the Hunger Games, the new one, she said, well, I'll be the baby's pappy, or whatever she said.
Viola Davis? Wait, what?
Rachel.
Oh, yes, I do remember.
Like, I could not do that. Like, it took me like a minute to like get over the fact that she was in that accent.
Yeah. I don't know. Is it because it sounds unnatural?
I think it is because it sounds unnatural.
Or is it because we know that they don't normally sound like that?
Well, I don't know, because I think British people tear.
They do.
I think
Let's talk about how British people tear. Because they have the American accent down packed. You'll never know. You'll never know. Do you know how many actors I'm like, Idris Elba? That man is American. He's from Chicago. That man is from Chicago. I feel like when he was in the Tyler Perry movies, I had no idea that he was a Brit from the south side of
I didn't know
Brexit.
Benedict Cumberbatch was one.
I think he looks British.
A lot of people didn't, and still don't know that Spider-Man is British. And
that's fake. No, stupid.
I'm being so serious.
But he's also good at it too. I think almost every British actor is good at doing an American accent. But I think that we're really bad. But you know what? Let's talk about it. I think this is like some kind of American centralism or something. I don't know if I made that word up. But I'm saying I think that because the world watches American media and listens to American music in a way that we don't listen to other people's things, they're much more indoctrinated with our accent,
dialect,
right? Our dialects and accents. And so like for example, we grew up listening to like 40% French music and 60% American. We watch French movies. I'm not saying that everyone does that, but I'm saying other countries listen and watch American media more than we do any other country.
I don't think
so it makes them better.
I don't think a Japanese person can do an American accent that well. Most of them. I feel like
right.
I feel like it's the British.
The British are speaking English though. In their own language. They're speaking English, but they're just speaking in a different like accent. But like obviously someone who's Japanese doesn't even speak English at all. I mean, like you can't speak.
Well, they speak English.
Speak Japanese. But I'm saying, that's if they speak English. But I'm saying if you are in Japan, you're probably not speaking English. But maybe they are. I don't know. Everybody has 8 languages that they know except for Americans, which is really embarrassing. But my point is that British people obviously are speaking English still, but they're just changing their accent. That's their primary language, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
and I never
maybe that's
cringe
why.
at them doing it, but every time an American tries to do something else,
At
I
all.
like
Even
can't
if it's
do it at
another,
all.
even if it's another American dialect, don't try to
I
be a
can't
Valley
do it.
girl.
Don't
Don't try to be
get
a
it
Southern belle, because you can't do it.
at
Like
all. And it's so
I hate it.
weird.
It
And
is so
that's what I
weird.
felt like about Timothée Chalamet in that movie, where I was just like, this is so weird. And he probably
way,
did it well. I don't know how he sounds.
Nathan said that was literally his favorite movie of 2024, and that it was gagging. And I said, oh, he was like, you guys have to see it. It's so good. It's so good. Did you like it?
I liked it.
Mm.
I liked it, but I don't know about all that. I think that biopics are very interesting, and I love like learning like, oh my god, this is very interesting that happened, like, and that this was going on, and like I love learning something. Like I low-key, I think I told you this, but I like watched Pharrell's, and his was like in Lego format, and that was gagging to me. But like I love like learning about like this person did this and they were eating, like he was like always a songwriter, like Bob Dylan I'm talking about now. He was always songwriting every single time that he was thinking of a song. He's written like, he's had like 55 albums. He's like the first person to ever win a Nobel Peace Prize for like literature, who's a musician or something.
Oh, that's cool.
He would constantly, but he was also an asshole. Let's talk about it.
Oh,
and
is
now,
he dead?
No, he's alive. I think he's 87. I think.
Wow.
And
okay, give me a song.
Once upon a time, you look so fine. Gonna do it, didn't you? Didn't you?
Give me a song. Give me a song.
This land is your land.
You're lying.
This land is my land.
You're lying.
From California. It wasn't his song, but he did a cover. And the guy who actually
I think I have heard that though. That cover.
The guy who wrote that song is the one who heavily inspired him to like learning music and stuff. But he was actually an asshole to women. He was cheating on Elle Fanning the whole movie, making her cry the whole movie. He was doing a lot. He was constantly like, and see, this is also what I want to know. They come to you, they say, Darius, we want to make a movie about you. Mm-hmm. Are you telling them the good, the bad, and the ugly? Are you being truthful about what happened, who you are, how they portray you?
I think that I am, because I don't think I have anything to hide, really. Okay,
but like, if you know that you did something in your past,
yeah, like if I was an abuser, I'm not gonna say, "Hey guys,
you need to put out that you're an abuser."
What? And why would he even like green like that?
Well, that's what I'm saying. But see, I respect that. I get it. I like that. He was an abuser. He didn't hit anybody.
Oh, okay.
He was cheating on her.
I hate it.
But I like that it was like, oh, I'm seeing that he's kind of an asshole. Like, and then like he would be having like performances and they'd be like, cause you're say like, it would be like, and I was trying to think of this and I was thinking, no, this is insane because, and at first I was thinking, white people are doing a lot. But what happened is like one time he was on tour and he had like a joint tour with this other woman. Her name was Joan Baez. And like, they like had a song together and they were about to start playing and he said, I'm not doing that song. And he said, I'm not doing that song.
Oh.
And then the crowd's going, and she said, come on, we're going to do it. It's fine. And she said, oh, okay. I don't think you understood me. I'm not doing that song. So I guess I'm going to go backstage. Bye, everyone. And then they said, what the actual? And she said, okay, I'll just sing it for you guys. And she was uncomfortable. It was crazy.
Oh, my gosh.
And then like he was constantly like, and this is one of those things where it's like, he was very good. He was an artist where it's like he wants to constantly evolve. And like I can kind of understand that mindset. So he didn't like playing old things. Like he wanted to keep on moving forward. He didn't like playing old things. So he was performing at this folk festival and they were like, but he was like in an electric era. And they're like, okay, like please, the people love you. They want to hear your folk. This is the folk festival. Do not perform any of that other shit. And he said, what other shit? Are you telling me that you want me to be someone I'm not? Man, I'm
oh my God.
And then the guy who like ran the folk festival like really put him on. Like that was the guy who like made him into something great. And he was like, please, like just for me, like
You telling the plot of his life. Somebody wanted to watch the Oscar nominated movie.
Okay, they can go see it. And he was like, please, I'm leaving out a lot of parts. And like, please, just tell him. And then he got on there and performed all new things in a whole new different genre. And everybody was booing, throwing stuff. And then the people backstage were going, we need to turn this off. You need to leave, is what they were saying. And they were doing all that. And like, it was so much. And in my head, I was thinking the crowd's doing a lot. Like, let the man perform. But then I was thinking, like, can you imagine if we went to the Cowboy Carter tour, and then Beyonce just started performing jazz that we've never heard. She started performing whatever that album, Ma Petite by Lady Gaga.
Joanne?
No, the Joker.
Oh, I forgot what it was called.
Harlequin.
Harlequin.
She started performing Harlequin. Out of no. Or we went, okay, exactly with Lady Gaga. We went to Chromatica Ball, and she started performing Harlequin.
I would scream.
That would kind of
And that's what that white gay said about Beyonce when he said, what are these old ass songs I'm hearing in the beginning?
God,
you remember
that was crazy and tried though.
It was. He said, where's Renaissance?
But this would be like, so I kind of understand where they're coming from, because can you imagine all of a sudden we're just hearing and it's a completely different genre.
Whoa.
And we've never heard these songs in our entire life. We can't sing to anything. But then like some of the people were kind of feeling like, I would be like, this is crazy, but I'd be like, this is a never before seen experience that we are getting.
Right.
But I don't know. It was really weird. He was kind of.
If it sounded good, I'd be okay. But if it didn't, I'd be going, okay, what was that?
Yeah, I think it sounded good, but I still do think that he was kind of an asshole. Is my verdict. Bob Dylan's an asshole. Oh my god. And the Bob Dylanites are gonna come after.
The Bob Dylanites are gonna come and get you from a different Bertha.
Well, sorry, that's how he portrayed himself.
She's a Bob Stan.
I respect that he portrayed himself to who he was.
That's
I like
good.
that.
Now let's tell him. Let's. I gotta go. Obviously, my mom called me. I gotta go. We spent an hour and 8 minutes. So what's the end of this thing?
Okay, we're ending this
I'm putting it in your hand.
We're ending this thing with that we've actually been filming for 3 hours, and
Literally,
we only went through the men category of the Oscars, and I didn't say any of the people of color. I stopped at DJ May, which is very
sorry. It's already an hour and 10 minutes.
Rude, but it's fine.
We can talk about the Oscars. When are the Oscars?
I don't know.
We can talk about it in the next episode if we need to.
If you guys actually want to hear us talk about the Oscars and the nominations and the movies that we like and the movies that we
and the gender denominations,
let us know in the comments and we'll talk about it next week.
Yes, we will.
Or a week after that. We'll see.
Yeah, because it depends on when
we'll
it is.
Talk about it.
Just let us know.
And I also want us to do, we're going to have book clubs, you guys, but not books. I'm not reading anything. But we're going to watch movies, and then we're going to have episodes where we talk about them. You guys are going to be interacting. We're going to say, okay, watch this movie. You have a week, 2 weeks, watch the movie, and then we're going to watch it. So the next episode, if you want, we're going to talk about the Oscar nominations. Then we're going to pick a movie from the Oscar nominations, and then everybody's going to watch that. Then the episode after that, we're going to talk about it. Okay?
Okay.
Now...
Are we doing it that next time or are we doing it this time?
We're doing that. Okay. Should I pick a movie? No, we're doing it next time.
Yeah, let's do it next time.
Okay.
All right. Make sure you email us, comment, like, subscribe.
What's your rec?
Oh, my recommendation is by this man. My phone is recording us right now. It's called SOH. 1 second. It's a song.
Okay.
It's a Afrobeat song.
Is it So by Odile?
Yes. By who?
Odile. O-D-E-A-L?
I think so, yeah. I think. 1 second. Yep, Odile. You're right. SOH-SOH by Odile. O-D-E-A-L. That is my rec today. It is a music rec. Obviously, it's a song. I'm going to listen to it and see. I guess everyone has different music genres that they like. So I just heard it the other day and I thought it was good. So I said, you know what? I'm going to say that on the podcast. So listen to that song. Let us know what you think about it. And yeah, that's my rec. And we will see you guys next time. Is that it?
That's it. Bye.
All right. Bye, everyone.